Blips and Grips, the totally random Grecian Misadventure 2, the Peloponnesian Spectacle Prologue. Grips, you wouldn't happen to have seen my shades, would you? Blips asked, frantically searching their time machine. They were totally cool, with, like, polarized lenses and, nope, can't say I have, Grips rumbled, casually juggling a few astrolabes she borrowed from the Renaissance. But hey, remember that time we went back to ancient Greece? Maybe you left them there? Blips froze. Oh, Mulakas. You're right. Those were a limited edition pair. We need to go back. And so, the duo set off once more for the land of ancient Greece, not to witness history, but to retrieve a misplaced fashion accessory. A not-so-cool discovery. Upon arriving in Athens, Blips immediately realized his mistake. Grips, you imbecile. You set the timed machine to the wrong date. We're in the middle of the Peloponnesian War. Indeed, the city was in a state of unrest, with Spartan and Athenian soldiers clashing in the streets. Blips, in his panic to find his shades, accidentally bumped into a Spartan polemarch. Hey, watch it, Four Eyes. The commander barked. My apologies, good sir, Blips stammered, I'm just looking for my silence, Athenian scum. The Spartan roared, drawing his sword. Blips, realizing the danger, quickly pointed to Grips. No, she's the Athenian. I'm with Sparta. Grips, confused but always eager to please, chimed in, yeah, what he said. Go Athens. And so, the unlikely duo found themselves on opposing sides of a war they knew nothing about. Blips the Spartan, Grips the Athenian. Blips, with his ability to battle plan in all four dimensions, run prediction models of the outcome of each battle beforehand, and the sense of when it was time to take the bore off of the roasting spits, quickly became a Spartan favorite. Grips, on the other hand, found herself struggling to fit in with the Athenians. Her attempts at philosophical debate were met with blank stares, and her efforts to build a catapult resulted in a pile of splintered wood and a very confused owl. She was given an Athenian helmet and a spear. The Battle of the Lost Shades. The Athenian general, a towering figure of muscle and bronze, bellowed orders amidst the chaos, his voice a guttural roar that echoed across the blood-soaked field. His eyes, narrowed slits beneath the gleaming helmet, scanned the carnage, searching for a weakness in the Spartan line. He spotted a glint of metal in the distance, a small, insignificant figure charging towards him with what seemed like reckless abandon. A foolhardy Spartan, he scoffed, raising his sword in anticipation of an easy kill. She charges to her doom. But this was no ordinary Spartan. This was Blips, a robot on a Leonidas-style mission, his optical sensors locked onto a single target. His totally cool shades, perched atop the general's helmet. Those are mine. Blips shrieked, his voice a high-pitched whine amidst the din of battle. My totally cool shades. The general, momentarily stunned by the absurdity of the situation, faltered. This gave Grips, who had been clumsily fending off a group of Spartan hoplites with a discarded chariot wheel, the opportunity she needed. With a roar that shook the very foundations of the battlefield, she charged towards Blips and the general, her massive form a blur of dented metal and flailing limbs. The impact sent the general sprawling, his sword skittering across the ground, his helmet flying off his head, and the coveted shades soaring through the air. Blips, with a surprising burst of speed, leapt and snatched the shades out of midair, landing in a crouch that would have made a ninja proud. Yes, he exclaimed, triumphantly placing the shades on his face. The world is right again. Grips, meanwhile, had become entangled with the enraged general, the two of them rolling around in the dirt like a pair of oversized toddlers fighting over a toy. Blips, seeing his chance, grabbed Grips' arm and activated their emergency teleportation device thingy. In a flash of blinding light and a sound like 1,000 malfunctioning fax machines, they vanished from the battlefield, leaving behind a bewildered general, a dented chariot wheel, and a lingering scent of burnt oil and confusion. Epilogue. See, Grips. Blips said, adjusting his shades. Totally worth it. Grips, covered in scratches and missing a sandal, just shrugged. Can we go back to that fire? I think my marshmallow is ready. And so, Blips and Grips left ancient Greece, their adventure a footnote in the Peloponnesian War, remembered only by a confused Athenian general and a slightly singed owl.